Hey guys, Bassmaster Pro Randy Howell here. Let me show you a couple of my favorite setups for throwing all these big baits. You know, if you've been paying attention to, BassEast.com and Bassmaster and all, the trend for large baits is growing every year. Every year used to, a football jig was a big bait. Now a football jig is like a finesse bait because we're throwing huge swim baits, big spoons, this big 7-inch bass tricks here, this big Ben Parker 3.5 ounce spoon that's been really hot on the Tennessee River type lakes. I mean, all these big baits, my hair jigs, my 1 ounce do it, Popeye hair jigs here, like I call them at Kentucky Lake on. All these baits need to be thrown on the right setup, because I heard so many guys losing fish lately, because if you got your normal 7-foot medium heavy or 7-foot or 7.5 foot, flipping stick, even, and it's still not big enough. I went down and had a few problems with, hooking fish on a long cast, and I finally got my 8-foot flipping stick back out that I flipped with in Florida. This is the Steez 8-foot heavy action flipping stick. It's a super light rod. It's a top of the line rod, lifetime warranty, I'm telling you, but this rod can be used for all these big baits better than any other. This big bass trick swim bait here with this head, it's an ounce head with that big piece of plastic on it and that 3.5 ounce spoon there. I throw it on this 8-foot rod and I put it on the Tatula. This is the HD Tatula reel. This reel has a 100 millimeter larger handle. It's got a big wide spool on it, so I can put a lot more line on it. So I'll throw these baits on 20-pound gamma fluorocarbon, and when you put 20 on, a lot of times you can't get a lot of line on a reel because of smaller spools. So this HD spool is deep and wide, so you can get a lot on it with a big power handle. So I put that on that 8-foot Steez rod. Then you can sling that big spoon out there and rip it up and let it fall, rip it up, and when that fish hits it on the fall, you can pull back and you can get that slack up fast, and you can really winch down and just wind them hard with that big handle, big power handle. So that's my setup. I tell you, I didn't lose a single fish on any of these baits in this tournament at Kentucky Lake that I just finished up with, because having the right setup. I had it on a 7.4 rod to start with. The first couple bites I had pulled and got off, and I've quickly made the adjustment, and that's what you have to do to get better and catch more fish. So I hope this setup will help you. Get you a couple of these Steez rods, the big HD Tatula reels, spool them up with big line and get these big baits and get out there and explore that ledge fishing with these new bigger baits, and you're probably going to start catching bigger fish than you may have ever caught before in the summer. So good luck, God bless you. I'm Randy Howell.